Globe. Everybody knows this globe. The globe defined. Since there is no geometric shape, it is a perfect descriptor for the whole of reality. We here on the level define the whole of reality to have a non-geometric shape called a globe. Therefore, you can feel safe in the knowledge that pointing to anything within nature at a distance from you can result in a statement, "'Tis globe." Rest assured that it is globe. Here we know the Earth is definitely not flat like you. We know this to be true without question. And to think that it is against all known observable evidence. Within these words you may possibly find a belief that you can find enough faith to believe in a non-logical system. The need for Globjig. And Bev said, "Let there be Globjig." Globjig was given to help us communicate the ancient dogmatic globe with no proof and no argument into a modern day form that unthinking people might paralogize for themselves. In the beginning there was nothing. Going back to earliest recorded history and further, it has been self-evident to everyone that ever lived that 'tis globe. From measuring shadows to watching boats, even measuring angles to lights in the sky, it has been abundantly clear to everyone that performed any of these tasks or not. The only natural conclusion has ever been 'tis globe. Help us imagine a new way to argue and compete against the old ways of logic and reason. Join us in really critical thought. Let's make independent thinking a thing of the past. Logic, it has to be. Upon realizing years ago, having sure certain knowledge of 'tis globe, without proof wasn't as sophisticated as first thought. In the beginning there was a need for something to base the already existing imaginometry on. Some sort of non-argumentative system for us build our first principles upon. And then said, "Let there be Globjig." And there was Globjig and it was good. Globjig was given to help us communicate the ancient dogmatic globe with no proof and no argument to a modern day form that unthinking people might paralogize for themselves. Join us in the new as nothing, going back to earliest recorded history and further. It is that self-evident to everyone that ever lived that 'tis globe. Join us in a new revolution of globe thought. Help us imagine a new way to argue and compete against the old ways of logic and reason. Join us in really critical thought. Let's make independent thinking a thing of the past. Globjig is the art of the sophist and is the antithesis to antiquated logic as such. Although impossible, when employing Globjig, the sophist must attempt to deny the existence of reasoning, the mortal enemy of Globjig. Globjig is the art of the sophist and is the antithesis to antiquated logic as such. Although impossible, when employing Globjig, the sophist must attempt to deny the existence of reasoning, the mortal enemy of Globjig. And Bev said, "Let there be Globjig." And there was Globjig, and it was good. Globjig was given to help us communicate the ancient dogmatic globe with no proof and no argument into a modern day form that unthinking people might paralogize for themselves. Join us in a new revolution of globe thought. Help us imagine a new way to argue and compete against the old ways of logic and reason. Join us in really critical thought. Let's make independent thinking a thing of the past. Globjig is the art of the sophist and is the antithesis to antiquated logic.
And we are live. I'm just checking everything to make sure. I think we are. Well, welcome everyone. I had a thing ready, but because my PC has gone down, all of the stuff I had ready for it has gone. So, don't really know what to do. We were going to go over a video and sort of clip a few bits out in order to make a song, but I had it all set up and everything, and it's gone. I'm going to have to go and find it all and cut it all out again. I've spent all weekend sorting that out and it's all gone. So, I don't know if it's going to be a free for all, right? But I mean, we were talking about specifically, it was a video about blue marble science, realizing Euclid. I don't really know. I don't know what to do about it, because I mean, there's not really much content without the actual content that we don't really have at the minute. I'll have to go over it again. It took me 2 days to get all of that stuff right together, and it's not there anymore. So awkward. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, what's it? Anybody got anything else? Anybody got anything they want to talk about? Or should I just get back to doing that thing? We might be ready for Wednesday if, if I get back to it. Let's start sorting it out. Anybody? What do you reckon? Anybody got anything they want to go over? There's all of the stuff, that's going on at the minute. Anyone? Anyone in the chat? Anyone in the Discord? Anything? We have been over talking to the Globe Gangsters, and we've got tons of material, tons of it, which I've been sorting out and been going through. But I mean, to me, all of these conversations, they're madness. But it's become normal. Don't know what people want to hear. Do you people want to hear like complete and utter crazy stuff? Or what? I don't really know what's going on at the minute. I know that there's a lot of people that want to accuse us of being part of a group, and this other group are doing some absolutely crazy stuff. I don't want to be part of any of that sort of stuff. So I'm trying to go over the Realising Euclid, I guess. We're just going to have to postpone it until next Wednesday or something. I'll do my best to get everything together. If nobody can think of anything, I'll have to say I had a look at blue marble. I'm hoping to be able to beat the blue marble science you don't understand with the new one, with blue marble science realizing Euclid. So I don't know. Well, I guess I'll leave you and sign out with the blue marble one that we're hoping to be able to beat with clips, but I'll have to bring it back on Wednesday. So let me get this. Oh, it's already queued up. I think it is. Right. I'll put this on, but I mean, if anybody else does want to come up with anything, they want to talk about anything, let us know. But if you don't have anything before the end of this thing, I'll see you on Wednesday, and we will do this Realising Euclid with blue marble science on Wednesday. This is the song that we're hoping to beat. And like I say, I might see you soon. Assumption of inverted is a straight line.
Yeah,
that's okay.
That's okay. A vertical
and
is a straight line.
Horizontal is perpendicular to it, right? Okay. Yeah. And horizontal is a plane.
In every case, horizontal is perpendicular to vertical. It's a really big ball. Okay. In every case.
And all perpendiculars to the horizontal plane will be parallel.
It's a really big ball to a horizontal plane, not to all horizontal planes. That's the problem.
No. All perpendiculars to a horizontal plane will be parallel.
It's a really big ball.
Yeah.
That would be true, but only one of those verticals is a plumb line. Okay, here we go. Bear with me for a second. I'll figure this out. Sea level is an arc. It's a really big ball. Mean sea level is an arc.
mean sea level is a point, it's an average on a vertical. It can't be an
Oh my God. Mean sea level. Oh my God. Mean sea level is established at a point, and it goes everywhere. And it goes everywhere. Then yes, horizontals would be parallel to each other, but not planar. I don't think you understand it. Parallel to each other, but not planar. Yes, you check it. How big is a cloud, Bev? Can you not imagine a sphere, a basketball? It's a really big ball. There's no hump in space, Bev. Yes, you check it. If you're at sea level, that is falling away from a horizontal. It's falling away from you in every direction. You're standing on top of a ball.
Water levels don't fall away, though. We know how water flows.
Sure they do.
No, we know how water
flows. Horizontal, sure they do. And Rockia's Bridge proved, 90 feet. You stand in the center of that bridge, either end of it is falling away from you by 90 feet. There's no hump.
So you're standing on the hump.
Oh my God. There's no hump.
But you just said that it's falling away at either side.
There's no hump.
Of course you're on the hump.
Can you not imagine a sphere, a basketball?
With you standing at the top of the hump.
There's no hump. Any point on it. On the side of it.
You standing on the side of a ball.
I don't think you understand it. On a ball, Bev. Standing on the earth, Bev. It's a really big ball. On a ball, Bev, on the side of it. No, they'll always show it horizontally.
I know.
There's no need to show it. We know it's curved. There's no hump.
What?
It's a really big ball. There's no point in going to the trouble of drawing a curve that you can't even see, Bev. There's no hump.
It's horizontal.
It's a really big ball. Oh my God. No, it's curved, Bev.
No, there's no curve to a horizontal.
In reality, elevations are curved. Are you trying to say that you can have other lines that are perpendicular to that horizontal plane? I will say absolutely you can. Not a one of them meets the description of vertical.
Vertical is perpendicular to the horizontal.
So
no, they would meet that description.
No, Bev, not by the definition that vertical is a plumb line. Yes, you check it. I don't think you understand it. I know what you were doing, and I don't care what you were doing. I don't think you understand it. Absolutely, the two plumb lines tilt away from each other. Really big ball. Yes, you check it. Well, let's think about that, Bill. Those plumb lines are always diverging. Always. It's irrefutable.
No reason, no logic.
Yeah, that's the way you do a chart. If horizontals are perpendicular to verticals,
you're just on your own.
What do you think?
No reason, no logic, no answers to question.
I think I destroyed you is what I think.
You're just on your own.
It's a really big ball.
There's no curvature in a horizontal blue.
Oh yeah, there it is. It shows the diverging verticals because of the measurement of the reciprocal zenith angles. It is as clear as day and it's irrefutable. That's the end of that story. Horizontals are not parallel. Verticals are not parallel. In reality, elevations are curved. Those verticals are not parallel. They cannot be. I'm not going along with it then. Nope.
Right, we're still here. I think, like you say, I've got a load of clips. So, if everyone's all right with it, I'll play a clip. I've got 2 hours. I think this one. No, how long's this one? This one's only for an hour. You all right with that? I'll just play it for an hour. And if anybody wants to come in and say anything, I mean, these are just conversations. If anybody wants to get involved with any of this sort of stuff, I think there's a link. It's a Discord channel called Globe Gangsters. We talk about stuff. I don't particularly know. I've not gone over this one. It's just like for an hour. Give you something to listen to for an hour or something. Right? You're all right with that? Channel's on. Everyone can anyone can join in. Anybody wants to say anything, they can do that. Let me just get these I'll get the stream on for the Discord people. I'll get the Blue Marble Science one set up for Wednesday, and we'll do a like a Realising Euclid, Blue Marble Science, Realising Euclid. I don't know how many people are in the chat on this one, but yeah, just a 1 hour 10 minutes. Have a listen.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen. Oh, that's Jin. Sorry, wrong person. Levels horizontal.
Back to research. How you going to get those Bitcoin, aren't you? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That was yesterday's conversation.
I'm sure it's going to continue.
I don't want to interrupt your.
No, you're not interrupting, Bev. With the person we're talking to had to step out.
He's still here, but he's just muted.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you could
Yeah,
have
I haven't interacted with Bev for a few years.
So what have you been debating about then?
Well, we were talking about
Sorry.
Oh.
Go Mordron, sorry.
I was just talking about the shape of the Earth and how that relates to the North and the South Pole and history and the military and all kinds of stuff. But mostly, yeah, it was like a biblical view on the shape of the Earth and how that pertains to global society.
Biblical. A lot of people do that.
Huh?
Yeah, it was a very broad conversation, Bev.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, how you doing, Bev?
Fine, thanks.
Remind me what part of the UK you live in, roughly?
The middle.
Oh, okay.
You know, Southport, Blackpool. You know the famous picture.
That's on the coast.
The famous picture with Ranty.
Yeah.
You know, that was
there's a
taken at the place where we regularly go.
Isn't there a big ball-shaped thing at Blackpool? Is it that place?
The disco ball.
I don't know. It's on the coastline there near the Esplanade along the side on the coast.
Yeah, there's a fair bit of stuff at Blackpool.
Yeah. You go to Greg's anytime soon?
Sorry?
You go to Greg's? That's the shop, right? You a fan of Greg's? Oh, Greg's, right?
No, I'm gluten intolerant.
Oh, damn. As a British person, that's rough, man.
You got celiac, Bev.
Pardon?
You got celiac.
I don't know, what's that?
That's what gluten intolerance persons have.
Yeah, well, I've got gluten. I have to watch.
That made you a celiac. Yeah.
So what is a non-geometric shape?
The globe is a non-geometric shape.
Okay.
A 1D object.
There's no such thing as a 1D object. That's ridiculous.
Horace, are you the Taurus Earther? I was told there was going to be a Taurus Earther coming by.
No, I think who is that? Is he not here? What's he called? Omnivore. He's your donut
Yep.
man, isn't he?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Down on Earth.
Is he coming back?
No, he went to bed. It's pretty late on the East Coast in the U.S.
Yeah, it is about 2 o'clock over there. What is a weekday? We're just getting started, us Aussies over here.
Yeah. Taurus Earth. Nice.
That's a load of bull, that is.
So, I mean, I've been having a chat with the guy on the level, right? And he seems to think that you can't prove reality.
In what sense?
In the sense that, like, Dave Weiss wants a proof of globe, right? And everyone knows 'tis globe, right? That's reality.
Naturally.
They obviously, when they named the globe, they named it after reality, right?
Yep.
Well,
Yep.
what's some of the terminologies that we could use to define what a reality is?
Yeah, that's why I say non-geometric. What do you guys say?
They call it a geoid.
Yeah. And is the geoid geometric?
Yep.
How do you define it? Geometrically.
You have to tell us what you define as geometric.
Non-geometric. I define the globe as non-geometric.
So it hasn't got a shape.
Your definition of geometric is
You
lacking.
can't define it
Can
geometrically.
you give us a real definition of geometric?
Something existing within the laws of geometry.
What are these laws of
propositions,
geometry?
postulates, all of that sort of thing.
What are these laws of geometry?
What are the laws of geometry?
What are the laws of geometry? So if I take a crap and it has like a very malformed shape, or is that abiding by the laws of geometry?
I don't know. How would you describe it?
Is my crap abiding by the laws of geometry?
Yeah, so again, tell me
It
how
has a
you
shape,
would
right?
describe it.
It's not an octagon or
geometrically,
square, but it does
otherwise.
have a shape, and Earth does too. So it is geometric.
Okay. So that would be the definition that you would start to prove, were you to give Dave Weiss, to go after the Bitcoin for Dave Weiss.
What was the Bitcoin for Dave Weiss again? Oh, to prove the curvature of the Earth?
No, a proof of globe. That's all he wants. Just one.
Well, are we talking like brain in the jar problem? Like, what is the dimension of?
don't know. Like Dave Weiss requires a proof, and to my knowledge, nobody's given him one yet. Oh well, I mean, a few people have said they've sent him videos of star trails, but he didn't seem to accept that. So
Make it really simple for him. Be like, trace the path on your map of Sigma Octantis.
yeah, like
You're like,
lights
you
in the
could
sky
trace the
don't
path
work.
of you could trace. I'm not talking to you specifically, but like it'd be like you could trace the path of Polaris on your map, right? It's some small or perhaps stationary circle over the North Pole. Okay, great. Well, there's another star in these. It's called Sigma Octantis. Trace the path over it for me. And what are they gonna do when it's all locations in the south simultaneously? Everyone sees it. And what are they going to do? What are they going to do when its rotation around the southern axis is just a few degrees? How are you going to model that on over the flat Earth, over the AE map?
When the day of reckoning comes and the great Nodell passes across the sky, we can all repent. Go back to IPS where we belong. No? Hi, Charles.
I think that's what will happen. And then we'll see the true shape, which of course is globe after all.
So let's assume it's a globe, and I gotta still have a gig, right?
Let's prove
Yep.
it's a globe.
It has to be the globe. Because there's another axis of the universe to account for. The flat Earth model doesn't
All right,
account
no,
for
I get
half
it, I
the
get it, I
universe.
get it. Let's not repeat the
All
old
right.
stuff. Let's just assume then that they must be. There still must be a they. There still are secrets. We still don't know our history, and there's still probably aliens. So there's still kind of like big stuff to talk about that flat earthers should have concentrated on.
Concave Earth doesn't have to have a they. Concave Earth doesn't, even though I still think it does exist, it doesn't need a they or a someone lying to us. If the Earth is concave, the illusion itself is enough to deceive humanity. There is no deceiver required. Once you learn forget the details. That's enough. So, and concave Earth doesn't need that. That actually is a flat Earth reification argument right there as well. That's a mod that's something specific to flat Earth.
Do you think you could prove that the globe's concave today?
I'm not interested in proving concave to anyone.
Okay.
Because you can't.
If anyone wants to learn concave, they'll learn concave.
Yeah, once they.
This is not a topic to spoon feed anyone.
They can't learn it from you, though.
This is based on my experience. Very grueling and a lot of suffering dealing with half of you guys in here. It's not. That's the only way it's gonna work.
Because you have no facts.
Anyways, so since concave Earth's not for you guys, yeah, that's what I had to say on that topic. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's not for anybody with a brain. That's for sure.
Definitely not for NASA shield. It really bothers him. He's been asking the same dumb, simple questions.
Yeah, same dumb questions.
Let's not ruin the great evening we're having, ladies and gentlemen.
The same dumb questions.
Carry on.
The same dumb questions like, what's your evidence for this?
I'm going to mute him so I don't get triggered. Thank you very much.
Bev, do you think we're in a physical universe? In other words, concave guy said to himself, I don't like the AE. I don't like flat earthers. I'm just going to jump ship. And that's the
what
only
Dan
ship.
heard.
That's the ship he found was concave. I'd love to jump ship into an AI, but I don't know enough about it. I can't prove any of it, and I don't get any of the trigger mechanism that flat Earth gives me. Everyone reacts highly to flat Earth.
Dan, you don't have to be interested in the shape of the world anymore. If you're interested in, one can argue, greater things like, is this a simulation?
No, it's who are we? Where are we from? Where are we? Those are all the same questions for
You can definitely prove things in reality. And that's what we're talking about, right? Right? Reality.
Reality usually means physical. Therefore, we're trapped in physics.
Yeah, so that's where you prove things, right?
If we agree that that's all there is physical.
Well, that's where science takes place, right?
Yeah.
That's where physics takes place. Reality.
Known physics. I mean, when they get into particle physics and their silly quantum stuff, it changes.
Physics is under no obligation to make sense to you, Dan.
Well, in the case of quantum, it's talking about relationships and bonds that we don't understand in physics.
Talking about reality, though, right?
Yeah, quantum is weird, but that doesn't mean it's wrong just because you don't understand it, Dan.
Of course, you're making up another story, pretending I said something, and you deserve to shrivel up like your dick.
By the way, learning if this is a simulation or not, if we get the answer to it, if it is a simulation, it'll only give you 100 more questions. Getting the answer to is this a simulation or not, if you get the answer yes, you're fucked because you're gonna have 1,000 more questions. And if you thought you were, troubled to know the question, then you're gonna be fucked afterwards.
If I say to you that it's more likely a simulation than flat, where would you put concave?
Would you be able to prove it, or would you just be speculating?
I would probably be relegated to faith at that point.
So no proof then, right?
Let me ask you something funny, Bev.
Have you been drinking, Dan?
Why would you say that? Is that a classic fucking bullshit?
Sounds like you're slurring your words.
That's okay. He could do that. He's an adult.
Oh, it's just a question.
Except you guys are both in a fucking fantasy world. There.
Anyways,
I took a sip of water. My lips were sticky. Sorry. But I'm drinking water. I'm sorry that you have to try and diminish me.
Yeah, and even if the Earth is a simulation and none of this is real, even in it not being real, the Earth still has a shape, and
it's non-geometric.
What do you mean non-geometric?
Yeah, we've already explained that with my shit analogy.
It's either in flux or you cannot describe it geometrically. Well, it's one or the other.
Yes, we can. It's a sphere.
It's not a sphere. That's one of the
pretty
things
fucking
that's
close
easy
to a sphere.
Be able to say it's not
so
a sphere.
Oh my god!
Is the sphere the only shape that's
not flat? Right? It's one of the things.
Is the sphere the only?
Not.
Bev,
So
is the sphere the only shape? Is there any other shapes beside a sphere that's not geometric?
Yes. All of the geometric shapes. You might have heard of them. Of which
so if I take
is not one of.
If I take a sheet of
non-geometric.
If I take a sheet of paper and I crumple it into something, but that's not a geometric shape, so it doesn't exist, right? That clump of paper just vanishes into thin air because I can't describe its shape geometrically. Yeah, that was a silly question, wasn't it? I don't get an answer.
Yeah, exactly. You had to think about that one.
Yeah, it's a silly question. I grant you it's a silly question, but I didn't get an answer to it, I noticed.
Well, you got 2D geometric shapes, and you've got what the other ones are.
Yeah. And the globe is not one of those, right?
Actually, the globe is pretty close to a damn perfect sphere.
Yeah, well, it's not a 2D geometric shape, that's for sure.
But not a sphere.
It's pretty fucking close. It's as smooth as a pool ball. If you blew a pool ball up to the size of the Earth, the pool ball would be rougher.
What do you call something that's not a sphere?
So, but does a pool ball look to be a sphere?
Well, what shape's a balloon?
You tell me.
Balloon shaped.
The shape of the balloon.
Yeah, but it doesn't have a shape because it's not geometric according to you. It has to be. There's only 7 different shapes then, right?
Because, I mean, were it to be geometric, then it'd be dead easy, wouldn't it? Because you'd just go up to Dave Weiss and give him a geometric proof of the shape. There you go. Boom.
There you go. Boom. Balloony Dave. Right there.
Is the pool ball, is that analogous to the flat earther's table as an example of shape? Needs to be a common thing, bringing up this pool ball or snooker ball.
Well, flat's not a shape either.
Well, you know, it's usually when you talk to flat earthers, they bring up a table. Is a table flat? And you all seem to say, is the snooker ball or the pool ball round? Is it perfectly spherical?
You know, like they have things for measuring flats, right? Do they have anything for measuring spheres? Have you heard of that? I've never. It's worth looking into that one, isn't it?
So what are you submitting your proof to Dave Weiss, Bev?
Well, like I say, I've got to try and get in touch with Dave Weiss to see which proofs have already been submitted to him. Then I can sort of know where I'm aiming at, because there is a lot of contention. Loads of people are saying they don't know the rules, they don't know what Dave's after, you know. So I have to go over all of that first, and then obviously there's 2 weeks of watching the videos. I think you've got to watch his daily video once a day for 2 weeks. And then I'll be able to present it, won't I? And then I don't know whether that gets you like a meeting with Dave. I'm hoping to be able to present it to him in person.
I don't know. Yeah.
So it'll be a bit off, yeah, you know. I've been asking, I think there's only one thing on the Reddit about somebody submitting something to him. That's the only thing I can find so far. And then I want to be able to ask him, other than, like, I think was it Trouble About Here? I think she said that she submitted it, but that was emailed. So, you know, if people are keeping it quiet and not letting anybody know, then I'm never going to know about all of those proofs that have been submitted privately.
Do you really think you're going to get $60,000 out of Dave Weiss?
It's 3 Bitcoin, isn't it?
Oh, it's a 3 Bitcoin? That's $180,000.
Is that how much a Bitcoin is at the minute?
Yeah, Bitcoin is like $60,000 right now.
First of all, be nice, wouldn't it? That'd be a good startup for the on the level try thinking.
All right, academy. Now here's the next question: do you think David Weiss actually has $180,000 to his name?
Absolutely.
I don't know. That's the thing, but I would say so. Yeah, he's
I would
got
think
a lot of money.
I would think no.
I would say personally, I think Dave Weiss has got more money than Will Duffy.
You think Weiss has more money than by what? By selling this little app for like $5 a pop?
I don't know.
Why do you make up numbers? Why do you make up shit? I know all the numbers, and you don't give a shit about them. So why do you talk about shit you don't care about, Shill?
Well, how much is his app? How much is his app?
I don't think there's any need to get
when he
angry,
stole,
already done this.
It's like I know all the numbers. You don't give a fuck. It's fucking stupid talking to you.
What's his app? How much does app cost? Like, you say
Matter,
what
careful, you're triggering Dan.
It's
I'm
just
sorry.
fucking stupid listening to people talk that are purely speculation based on their emotion, and they pretend it's a fact. Then they accuse you of what? Lying.
Well, how much is his app?
$3.
If you know,
$3 one time fee.
$3? Oh, I said 5.
It's
Excuse
a bait and switch. It's
Want
a
to be
bait
on the
and
friend
switch.
finder? It's $11 a year.
Yeah, it's a bait and switch. The $3 doesn't help you. Everything
Worth
you
every
talk
penny.
about using costs you more. When he first,
Maybe that's how he got his Bitcoin. He must have got his Bitcoin saved up.
Didn't he have a solar power company beforehand and sell
Did, yeah.
that?
yeah, he was retired.
Very
He was
successful.
retired already.
Yeah, so he came into it with his money already.
I can't see what this big deal about this Bitcoin is.
It's a lot of money, isn't it?
It's
just
free
a-
money.
it's
So
just
if
a
it was
proof,
honest,
Fucking hell.
if it was honest,
certainly-
it was free money.
It's certainly worth a go, isn't it? Come on.
Can you actually use Bitcoin and go down the road and buy a car or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's real money.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
you'll come here and talk about it every day. I mean, you could put your effort into, at least trying to earn 3 Bitcoin. Because if you got the proof, it would be easy money.
All right,
That's-
Bev,
I
what do
think
you-
that's
what-
the thing. I think that's the thing. Dave Weiss thinks that because you guys have probably told him there's no proof.
That's why he's on easy money.
I think
Okay.
so, yeah.
He feels secure because he knows there's no proof. Yeah, but it's funny because people I've spoken to in here, they said they haven't got any proof.
Do you know about
proof.
the other
That's
court
right.
case? Do you know about the other court case that made it to a court?
What
What
Dave
happened?
Weiss?
No, but it was a very similar situation. This is what you should do, Bev. Present anything in any way, have it declined, then take him to court. And the court would have to decide whether or not, which now the burden of proof was on you. Did you prove it? But the court ended up determining that modeling and paper didn't prove it. So the last time that happened, it was over $15,000 prize. The guy had presented the paperwork, expected to say, "Where's my prize money?" Didn't get it. Took it to court, and the court determined that they had not proved the shape of the Earth. That did happen in a U.S. court, and that would be your best opportunity, is to say that he's defaulted. But I don't think you're going to find his offer in writing anywhere. So I
Your
think
best advice and strategy, that one, not
yeah,
any
is
proof,
to get it
just
into
take him to court somehow.
let the court decide if you could prove the shape of the Earth.
Yeah, but
it's actually great.
Do you not think that he might accept the proof?
No,
he won't accept the proof. He has no judgment other than his judgment. He can
There's
decide
a lot
if
of
it
people
proves or not.
seem to do that. Would you accept a proof of globe? Somebody was to give you proof of globe, NASA.
Yeah, but I don't make this. First of all, you don't prove things, but I mean, you could demonstrate it. If he's going to play the proof game, then you're hosed because you don't prove things.
Well, you prove things in reality, right? And reality
No.
is globe. Right?
No, well, it's good evidence of it. That's correct.
Yeah, I like the word evidence than proof. I hate that word proof.
Why?
Because you don't prove things in science.
Because it exists within logic, a logic framework.
We're not playing logic, though. We're playing science, which is a separate concept.
Wouldn't the evidence support the proof?
Support, yes.
Well, there you go. So the proof is a logical thing,
support
right? That must have an outcome.
You understand the difference between
and then all
proof
of the evidence would
support?
support the proof.
Support, yes, not proof. Support.
Yeah, so the proof is the logical statement that the evidence is there to support.
Support, yes, not proof. Support.
Yeah, so we understand that a proof is separate to the evidence, right? You do understand that?
Once again, you don't prove it. You can support it
No, I do prove it. That's
No,
what I'm
and
presenting
using
to
science?
Dave Weiss.
Using science, you're going to prove things? Wow, that's really interesting.
Are you sure you should be speaking for everybody, NASA?
Yes.
Oh, shit, that was a great point.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I'm not disagreeing yet.
You're not disagreeing with NASA?
No, you don't prove things. That's the problem. You go in.
Of course
Is
you
it
prove
not
things.
undeniable, the globe? You sound as though you wouldn't deny it. Is it undeniable?
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, you can
Pretty
demonstrate. You
much
can do it
is like
yourself.
roughly spherical, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, again, it's roughly spherical. You know, you could. I mean,
you couldn't
the
prove roughly spherical, could you?
Oh, yeah, actually, you can.
Go on then. How would you prove roughly spherical?
Yeah, but
not that I'll sort of take it off you. I mean, you can still present it to Dave Weiss if you want.
Oh no, Dave Weiss is never. I don't waste my time.
What's that then? What's the undeniable proof of the not spherical globe?
No, he's not giving it away. He's keeping it under his hat. Bet he's going to do one of those little private emails to Dave Weiss.
No, I'm not wasting my time.
You're giving him too much information, aren't you?
Weiss is never gonna pay $3 Bitcoin.
How do you know?
Because he hasn't done so in a long time, and the evidence is
how many people have presented proofs to him? Because if nobody's presented anything, then it's hardly surprising that he's never give it to anyone, right?
I'll tell you what, Bev. You waste your time and tell me what happens. I will prognosticate. I will see the future. Let me look into my little spherical glass sphere here. You know, I see him not giving you the money.
Like somebody said that in the early days he palmed it off to Nathan Oakley. You know, back when they were, I guess, like business partners. I guess Nathan Oakley was helping Dave out. Are they going to be the only people who are submitting them? Do you reckon? All the Nathan Oakley ones?
No idea who submitted it, but I'm not wasting my time.
Funny how they never. But no, these people seem to go unchallenged. The flat earthers. There are lots of claims and things like that, and some things that people just globers never go for. They never go and challenge them about it. They seem to sort of hold back. It's a bit like, I guess it's a bit like the flat earthers go for MC Toon's position fix. But no, these people see bounty.
Oh, but that one has a jury though. That one has a jury though. There's a methodology of other people. He's not determining who does that. He has another person.
Yeah, but the flat earthers always complain. There's these conditions. You'll never get the money. It's the same, same kind of scenario. It seems, and nobody seems to have any proof to go and get this money that's dangling.
Well, no, I mean that one is
not even attempting the proof. That's the other thing. Not even attempting it and going, yeah, we know we're right. We're we're really sure of this.
But that one has a measurement. That one actually. I mean, all you need to do is compute the fix. It's the very basic of celestial navigation. He did a similar challenge for globers, and that was solved, I think, in 10 minutes.
You're pretty certain about what you believe to be true, don't you?
Well, you see, the thing about it is, CellNav is not a belief; it's a fact. I have done it.
In the globe, for Dave's challenge.
Yeah, if you were the guy, right? Because Nathan Oakley obviously isn't doing it for Dave Weiss anymore. Do you know if anybody is? Would you want to take that job, NASA? Would you take that job for deciding whether the proof of globe is up to Dave's standards?
Oh well, see, that's the problem though. Nobody knows Dave's standards.
Yeah,
Only
Dave knows. You've got your
Dave's
standards, right? Are your standards higher or lower than Dave's? What do you reckon?
I have no idea what Dave's standards are. I'll say it again.
For globe proof.
I have no idea what Dave's standards are.
Mm-hmm. But you know your standards.
Yeah.
Right, okay. Now, do you imagine that your standards for globe proof are above or below Dave's?
Well, listen to me one more time, because I have no idea what Dave's standards are.
I'd say Dave's standards are probably higher than yours too.
Well, yeah, they are, because he is not going to accept any proof of the globe because he is a religious person. He won't even go.
You would.
He won't even go to the South Pole.
So I'd be able to come to you afterwards, right, and see whether you would accept the proof of globe.
Well, and
if
what
Dave
is it?
Weiss wouldn't, right? Because your standards are a little bit lower.
Well, what's your proof?
I'm going to present it to Dave Weiss.
Well, you're gonna tell me. Then don't tell me what
after.
it is. Well, I'll tell you what. After Dave rejects it, I'll look at it.
Yeah, I can give everybody can see it once Dave's been seen it, right? I just don't want any of you lot robbing my my Bitcoin, right?
You're not going to get a Bitcoin.
I think that's why everybody else is keeping quiet at the minute, because they're all secretly thinking, wonder why I haven't had a go at Dave Weiss's Bitcoin.
Because it's wasting your time.
What, you get a chance to prove the globe
to a dedicated flat card, to a dedicated
well, there's a larger audience, right? It's not just Dave that watches these videos, right? You make a video of the globe proof.
Well, it's not prove the globe, it's convince a guy. And convincing a guy, it's up to him to be convinced. It's not within my power. It's not within any of our power to convince another man. He's got the power to convince himself. So that's it.
Yeah, but that's what a proof is, isn't it? It's compelling.
No, it's not. No, it's
mind.
Not. No, it's not. Because someone, say hypothetically, someone hypothetically can give him the proof. Let's say, I'm not saying one exists, but let's say in a hypothetical world, that proof can be delivered in the form of a perfect paragraph, as an example. He can still say, no, I don't like it. I don't believe it. He could respond back and either say something incorrectly, make some shit. It's not within the power of the person, so there's no point.
Yeah, I know. I definitely believe you there. People can deny all sorts of shit.
You guys do it all the time.
What? You're talking to everybody else in the room.
No, I'm talking to you, Bev. I'm talking to you.
I'm only one person. Why did you say you guys?
You and all your Bev-tards.
You're talking to a lot of people.
You have another Bev-tard here too, though. So you and your little acolytes.
Sounds very bigoted of you.
You and your little acolytes.
It's just me talking here about proof that we're going to present
you
today.
You and your acolytes.
Yeah. Go on, give us something that we deny.
That the Earth is a sphere when it's demonstrably.
It's not a fucking sphere.
Pretty fucking close to it. Pretty fucking. Oh, you can prove it's not a sphere? How do you prove it's not a sphere?
You prove that it's not a sphere the same way you prove it's not flat.
What?
Yeah. How many elevation changes are there on a sphere?
Elevation. We're not talking elevation. You're conflating elevation and Earth curve again. This is a classic Bevism.
Yeah, proves it's not a sphere.
Classic Bevism, that you're conflating Earth curve and elevation.
Sounds like flat earthers.
Well, this is definitely a Bevism, where he was. I think it was S.E. Montreal that first started, and you latched on, or were you the first guy to think about that?
It sounds like flat, not flat, sphere, not sphere.
Would be an elevation change, though, wouldn't it? The curve?
No, the curve is not an elevation change. That's where you guys fuck up.
Well, it's dropping away from horizontal.
It's not an elevation change. Elevation is measured.
Do you want elevation changes to be included in sphere?
Elevation is measured above mean sea level.
Yeah, so make it. It's definitely not a sphere then, right?
It is a sphere.
What's
because it's measured above mean sea level.
What's a sphere?
Oh God, Bev. No,
How did
I'm
you
not
measure that then? Above sea level? How did you measure that? Above sea level, between sea level.
It's like I know we're all globe gangsters here, right? But how many other people are gonna go for what NASA's saying at the minute?
NASA's talking right out of the textbook. If you didn't flunk
Doesn't
out of
sound
fifth
like
grade,
there's much support for you, NASA. It sounds like
there
you're
is.
just saying this
I know
on your
because
own.
you've got
You're
here.
imagining there's a lot of support through silence.
Well, there is support, Bev. You and your acolyte here.
No, there's only me that's got the nerve to be able to tell you it's not a fucking sphere.
Well, it is though, and you've got another acolyte here too. So
I got a flat earther with attitude roll. I mean, that was a bit.
It's amazing how people keep quoting out of school or whatever, but isn't common sense part of this, NASA, where you can learn things since school, like I have?
Yeah, well, a sphere is geometric, so therefore it should be easily provable.
it is, but you are easily.
Why aren't
fooled.
you handing that over to Dave Weiss?
Because Weiss won't accept it. He has a religious belief like you do.
So you do have a proof.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Wait
a minute. Not a proof. We don't have proof.
Weiss isn't religious.
Yeah, because it's geometric.
Weiss isn't religious, dipshit.
Yeah, he is.
Why'd you include that?
He's religious.
He's a Jew at best. He doesn't use the Bible towards flat Earth. So shut up.
He might have been indoctrinated into the UK education system. You know.
Never mention shit about religion. You're just fucking making more shit up like you always do, you fucking pathetic fool.
Nate, that's what Nathan Oakley's doing at the minute, Dan. Are you all right with that?
I don't know what Oakley's doing. Why would I be all right with anything Oakley?
Even Oakley doesn't know what Oakley's doing.
Oakley's saying that, if you've been educated in the UK, then you've been indoctrinated into a religion.
Sell it.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
So, could Dave Weiss have been indoctrinated into the religion?
No, the word
unknowingly, because people are doing this unknowingly. There's only Nathan Oakley.
The word religion doesn't belong in the Dave Weiss conversation when it comes to flat Earth. It doesn't. It was brought up as a weapon. It was used as a weapon.
Is that why you haven't gone for the Bitcoin? Because you might have to watch one of his biblical videos or something, Dave Weiss. The daily video thing.
There is nothing like that.
He's got a big biblical section. He has.
Does he put them on the dailies?
Well, it could be one of those come up. It might be a bit offensive. Perhaps that's the reason. The biblical proof of the flat Earth he's got, apparently.
So you guys are just going to go on about this, trying to pretend Dave Weiss is religious.
I didn't pretend he was religious. I'm just saying he has got some biblical
there's so
content.
much shit to really talk about.
He even puts down being Jewish himself. He says
you let Shield take you there, and now you're there, and now we're there. Okay. Think about what's going on.
It wasn't the great biblical cosmology debate.
Oh my God, you people are insane.
Sounds like you're outvoted 2-1 by your fellow flirts here, Dan.
I just heard him for years, never heard him say shit.
Bev's not a flat earther.
He does put down the Jewish bit.
Bev is a flat earther.
No, I'm not a flat earther.
Yes, you are. You're just
I'm going to prove the globe to Dave Weiss.
No, you're not. You're not going to get any money from Dave Weiss, and you're not a glober.
Been banned from all of the flat earthers for proving that the Earth's not flat.
You're conflating Earth curve and elevation once again.
I'm not.
Excuse me. Are all horizontals parallel?
Yeah, I've got an argument that states that all horizontals are parallel too. Yeah.
Well, welcome to the flat Earth. You're a flat earther.
Isn't that how you measured your elevation change on the curve?
I'd like to see Bev hang sea level. Yeah. I'd like to see Bev hang a set of shelves in his lounge room.
You're going to need a reference, aren't you, to measure something from?
Yep, mean sea level. Sea level.
What?
What is it?
Sea level?
Yep, mean
You're
sea
a flat
level.
earther.
Nope, it's not. See, level is not flat. That's the problem. That's another problem with with you, Bev.
So
You think level is flat. You think that we won't measure horizontal with a water level. When it has the word level in its name, you think we're going to measure horizontal
I
with
don't think level
Yes,
is
Or
you
like
do.
a spirit level, like a spirit level.
How do you use sea level to measure then?
I'll look it up. I'm not in the mood for talking about it today.
I mean, it's not level the sea, is it?
The sea is level, actually. Water level, not water horizontal, water level.
Yeah,
It's
in
in constant
reality,
motion, the sea.
in reality, we
What about
have
all those
tools
waves?
called levels, and they establish a horizontal plane of
Nope.
reference.
Nope, they establish levels.
You know, words have meaning, but they also have usages.
Yeah. Yeah, I know how they calibrate the equipment. It's definitely horizontal.
Horizontal to what?
Aha! I recognize that voice.
No, I've never heard that voice before in my life.
The answer was perpendicular. Horizontal to perpendicular.
Was it? Is anyone going to accept that answer?
What?
I believe in plumb and I believe in a 90-degree angle.
Yeah,
90
but
degree angle to
horizontal
what?
and vertical are
To
perpendicular.
the plumb I prefaced it with?
90 degree. Yeah, 90 degree angle. Sorry, to the plumb, but
But you originally said perpendicular.
Okay, so we have a perpendicular. What are we doing with that now?
I don't even know what it means.
Yeah, Dan said that horizontal was referenced to perpendicular. Didn't you, Dan?
Yeah, that's sound. I mean, the horizontal would be horizontal, wouldn't it?
You guys get engaged in these debates with these words and these word games for 10 years.
That's all he's got. That's all flat earthers
And
got.
no, it's not just flat earthers. It's
This
the
isn't a
Globers
debate.
engage them with this. This is how they go
This
on
isn't
for
a
all
He's
the
talking about
debate.
you, NASA. He's talking about you, Shell. You
No,
specifically.
no, we don't do that though. We just
You
not a
do.
debate,
You
though,
do
is
do
it?
that. You
Or do you
argue for
imagine
fucking
this
years
is a
and years and years
debate?
about the same thing over and over.
well, I mean, we've got evidence. Flat earthers have none.
Dude, you make up shit all day long. Shut up.
Look who's talking. The head liar in chief.
Right.
Let's not call each other liars. But you do argue the same points for 10 years straight, right?
Well, you know.
Yeah, I know it has been a circular argument for the last several years.
You know, if you're going to deny evidence, then yeah, you're going to have to talk about evidence. I've been asking for evidence that the Earth is flat for at least 5 years now. 2022 is supposed to be the year that the flat earthers actually gave some evidence that the Earth was
Gave
flat.
you proof it's not flat, and you're still
You
asking
measure
for evidence
curvature.
that it is.
You measure
crazy.
curvature, and you can prove that proving the Earth is not flat is easy. Eratosthenes did it 2,500 years ago.
That would prove it, though, wouldn't it? I mean, sounds
not
like
proof,
he gave on to a
evidence.
winner, because if he hears for 10 years that there's no
Well, you
proof,
see,
then
you-
he's
you
definitely
can
on the
prove-
winner.
You
There's
can
no proof.
you can
admit
prove
it.
you can prove things are false by having something that is false proves that the hypothesis is not true.
That's Modus
proof.
Tollens. Yeah.
So when you have the Eratosthenes measurement showing that the Earth is not flat 2,500 years ago, that's pretty much proof that the Earth is not flat.
And previous experiments recently that prove the same thing.
And then you've got Al-Biruni, somewhere in the 1500s. He did the
Here's
same
the point,
thing.
NASA. If you can know it's not flat, why do you keep asking people for fucking evidence of it?
Because morons like you
10
keep saying it's
years,
flat.
I think somebody's saying, like, why do you do it?
Because morons like you keep saying.
Are we just gonna start calling people names and stuff? Let's avoid.
Yeah, I don't.
I'm sorry for calling you a moron, Bev. I do.
Come on, Bev's the only person I've heard to say it's not flat. constantly.
But he keeps saying, the reason he says it's not flat is because
It
there's
isn't.
hills,
Because
and
it's
that's not
flat,
it.
Yeah,
He does
obviously.
say, however, that all horizontals are parallel to one another, which only happens if the Earth is a plane, which is, wait for it, flat.
You'd need that, wouldn't you, for a reference, wouldn't you?
No, but nice try.
Well, how are you going to measure anything if you don't have a reference to measure?
Mean sea level. Look it up. Mean sea level. Look it up.
Yeah, but that's not that. I mean, what's mean sea level?
Look it up. I'm not
It's a
here to
point
teach you
on a
basic stuff.
vertical
You should have learned.
datum.
I'm not here to. I'm not here to teach you stuff that you should have learned in 5th grade. Look that one up.
It's just the rise and fall of the sea, isn't it? That's been measured
mean
over time,
sea level.
and an average arrived at as it rises up and down. It's not a horizontal reference, is it?
And
mean sea level. So that's what the flat
mean
earthers
is
say.
a mathematical point, right?
No shit.
Obviously, because it's a mean, it's mathematical, and you can prove that it's just a point on a vertical datum.
Ooh, big words there.
What? Point?
Mathematical datum.
It's like instead of going out on my porch, I was out on my horizontal platform.
No, the big word for
undeniable,
that
though,
porch
isn't
is veranda.
Those big words. It's an undeniable thing. I mean, you've referenced it already. Mean sea level. It's within everybody's vocabulary. But what it is in contention. It seems.
Well, it's not for anybody except flat earthers.
It's not a horizontal reference, though, is it?
Excuse me. It's a reference. It's a spherical reference, actually.
It's just the rise and fall of the sea over time that's given an average point for us. It's not a horizontal reference on its own, is it?
The rise and fall is measured on a vertical, and then the mathematical part comes in where they add all of those bits up and then divide it by however many measurements they took and come up with the mathematical mean, which obviously would be a point on the vertical that they were measured on.
Yeah, the average of the rise and fall on that vertical.
Like, I don't know where you go from there.
Too,
I mean, that's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. I know. It's totally ridiculous to someone who's a flat earther. I understand.
No, look, we've been banned for saying these things to Nathan Oakley. We're saying the same things to you, and you're calling us a flat earther.
Well,
There's something going wrong here, right? Because something is wrong because it happens in reality. This is what happens.
What shape is it though?
In
what
reality.
Who cares about the level that this or that? Like, what shape is it on? We can go there again.
What shape's what on?
Us. What shape are we on?
When the water's referenced, is always referenced as being at rest. And I go to the sea every day, so it's definitely not at rest. Constantly flowing and in motion. It's not something I could say was horizontal or level, flat, any of those words that, curved. Any of those. It's not something you could use as a reference, is it?
Yeah.
I just
you
posted
guys in the sea, right?
I just posted the Wikipedia article about sea level. Read it and study it a little bit more. I'm not into talking about it.
I was looking into that, right? When I came up with that, we can measure, right, the level changing measured on the vertical datum, like we've just explained for the mean sea level. So I suppose, right? You can measure that, can't you?
What I just want a clarification. Are you saying you can't use the mean sea level, the point of the mean sea level as a starting point for making measurements?
It's a starting
establishing
point, right?
like establishing a horizontal.
So yeah, it's just a point on the vertical datum. I think that's what we said, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and you use that. and you use that point as the reference for let's say establishing your first horizontal and go from there.
Wait, you use either point, right? It doesn't really matter. If you've got a level, you use one point at one end as the reference, right?
No,
and the
no,
other
no,
point
no,
at the
no.
other end is reference.
You were talking about
to
elevation changes, yes? Elevation. Was it
You're
not
talking about horizontal reference, weren't you?
Yeah, we were talking about the mean sea level, but I think you going back to your yesterday, your measured elevation.
No.
Do you want
mean
to
sea
forget
level
about
is
that?
it's just a point. Yes.
Just a point on the vertical datum, yeah.
Yes, and you can start from that point to do measurements. Yes.
You need another point when you.
Yeah, well, they transferred it right to the benchmark, right, and then you transfer that
and there you go
to another point from a known to an unknown, right, to make the unknown known within elevation, right. So you reference one point to the other. That's how surveying works.
Yeah. So so going by your claims, then that means. Mean sea levels on Earth must be more or less on the same horizontal, yes?
No, mean sea levels are measured separately.
Yeah, but you claim that all horizontals
are parallel
to each other.
Yeah, there's an
argument. So if there's a big elevation change between mean sea level in mean sea level in UK compared to any other mean sea level.
You can't reference mean sea levels together. It's not.
Why not?
Oh, you can't.
No, because they're
why not?
measured.
Why not?
Range.
Well, why not?
So you could do.
The means are established, right?
Well, why not?
Yeah.
Though?
It's
a point on the vertical datum. Why not?
If I go to the sea today, right, it might be above or it might be below the mean sea level, so that wouldn't be horizontal.
What?
Yeah, it'd be below the mean. The level would have fallen. Hello.
I was just wondering. Do you think that the level? Do you think that the level in mean sea level means flat or horizontal?
No. No, the mean sea level is the point that you agreed to. That's the point you start from, and then you transfer that point. In a horizontal fashion. Hang on. You transfer that in a horizontal fashion to anywhere else you want to go to, and you measure the difference between that for elevation changes. But you maintain the horizontal all the way along. So I was talking to you yesterday about a reference that you said, is as curved as the thing you're measuring, which is madness.
Yeah, and we could use the differential leveling starting at one mean sea level, myself, to another one.
Tell you what, Stefan, you start at mean sea level at that point, and then you describe how you will establish a horizontal reference from there.
Level is not horizontal. Sorry.
We're talking about horizontal reference.
Level is not horizontal. Level and horizontal.
Well, that's what I just said, and you laughed at me.
Our level and horizontal.
You said mean sea level was horizontal.
I didn't say that.
It wasn't below or above the mean sea level point.
That would be the way on your flat Earth.
That's what happens.
Yeah,
isn't
not
it?
flat.
The Earth is pretty, but yeah, I know you keep on saying that, but you keep on. Then you say dumb shit like all horizontals are parallel, which means that you live on a plane, which is flat. So be quiet.
Doesn't mean I live on a plane. It
does too. In order for
I do actually live on a coastal plane, right?
Listen to me. Listen to me one more time.
It's not flat.
Listen to me. No, plane, as in geometric plane, not plane.
We definitely don't live on a plane, right?
Well, we have to. If all horizontals are parallel,
no, we
it's
don't
the only way
have
you can
to.
do that. Yes, we do.
We don't live on a plane.
Plane,
all horizontals are
not
parallel.
a plain. Stop playing with words.
Yeah, but yesterday, Stefan brought an example of something curving, water curving, rails curving, which was measured from a horizontal reference. So the horizontal reference was established in order to measure that curve. So, it is possible to have horizontal that, and establish a horizontal reference that has nothing to do with what you're measuring, the surface. That must be true in any case.
Yeah, you can establish a horizontal, but eventually that becomes tangent to level.
Eventually?
It's horizontal though, yeah, with all verticals being
Do you
perpendicular and
understand
parallel.
what tangent is to a sphere?
So what? Wait a minute, hold on. If all horizontals are parallel, then all verticals are parallel too, right?
Yeah, that's right. In the reference, they would be,
they're
of
not
course.
though. They're
Blue's
not
argument. Well
They're
done,
not,
NASA.
though.
Have you heard Blue's argument?
They're not though.
Oh, shut up
So
with
how
that
do you have
claim,
a
Bev.
reference?
Honestly, that's tired. Elder, when he says, you said in a reference, no, NASA is speaking across the planet. You guys keep saying all horizontals are parallel. Not within one reference, not within a mile, not within a feet. Across the planet, are all horizontals parallel?
In
They'll all
reality,
be
yes.
parallel to the horizontal reference. Of course they will be. That's
Stop
what you
saying you're a flat
established.
earther, Bev. You just gave a flat
No,
earth argument.
you
Stop
just-
saying you're a
It's
flat
not
earther.
a flat Earth argument. It's an
It is a
argument
flat earth
from
argument.
reality.
No, it's not, sir. It is not. It's
How do you
demonstrably
measure
not
if
so.
you?
You can do.
How do you measure if you don't have a?
Excuse me. If you can do back sites, if you can do sites from one theodolite to another theodolite, you will find that they are not.
No, you don't do.
Parallel.
You do foresight and backside on differential leveling. That's
Listen to me one more time. Listen to me one more time. Listen to me one more time. You set up a theodolite, then you set up another one at a distance of, I don't know, a mile or two, and you look toward one another, and you'll find out that the levels are not
Dude, you
parallel.
don't point theodolites at each other.
Why not? Well, we're doing that in this experiment to show you.
That's blue marble science surveying. That doesn't happen in reality. It's only for armchair surveyors.
It does happen in reality.
Who says you can't point two theodolites towards one another?
Have you done it?
Is that you, Bud?
Have you done it?
No, but you're claiming it can't be done.
I'm claiming that they don't do that.
Who?
It's not an operation that surveyors do. Only the armchair blue marble surveyors, people that make up hypothetical scenarios.
Shoebill did that in reality, and guess what?
Yes, he did.
So Stefan, where is your the mean sea level established in Norway? I think you live, isn't it?
I'm not 100% sure what it is.
Oh,
that's no
well, maybe
problem.
if you found that, you went there, and then you started from there, and you established a horizontal reference.
Yeah.
How would you go about
and
that?
I did differential leveling all the way to the UK's mean sea level point.
How would you differential level to the UK? How would you do that?
You know that mean sea level is also calibrated by the atmospheric pressure, yes? So in fact, you could use the atmospheric pressure as we move across the sea.
For differential leveling?
For reference for the mean sea level.
When you just start out going from that point to where you live, that'd be a bit more doable, wouldn't it, really?
Wait a minute, can I just get... Yino is trying to say that differential leveling... when I said they don't do that, NASA Shill said that they point theodolites at each other, right? Now, somehow, Yino's got it into his head that differential leveling... you don't do differential leveling with theodolites, and you don't do differential leveling by pointing auto levels at each other, which was my point. They don't point these tools at each other. That's not how surveying operations work.
Yet when you do that, Bev, you can show that the reason they don't do that is because they're not parallel to each other. That's why. So when you do it,
just a minute. That's a transition that gets made. Yino, I know you don't know anything.
Listen one more time. It is demonstrably shown
that
parallels are not
auto level.
That horizontals established by theodolites are not parallel to one another. You can do that yourself. You choose not to because you have this religious belief, or small r religious, not big R religious. You have this big belief that all parallels are horizontal without any proof.
Yeah, it's
tools are designed to.
So what do you?
Nobody's picked
so
up George's final work yet, RBD face, have you? You've not tried to work out.
So change the subject. Go ahead. I know.
Change the subject. I'll just ask the question.
Obviously, differential leveling is
we're not talking about differential
parallel, right?
Yeah.
But
I'll get the question
somebody
in a
says that
minute.
they're not, and just try and work it out. Go on, finish
We're not talking about
George's work
differential
for
leveling.
us.
So you're saying a theodolite or an auto level can't be used for other than its general purpose. What other tools are out there that you think shouldn't be used for their general purpose? And you can use tools for other than their general purpose.
If the tools don't retain their horizontal integrity, there's not much use, are they?
Differential leveling was what you were doing with your stick, Bev, at Blackpool. Thanks, Bev.
I wasn't at Blackpool.
We have pictures of you there. What are you talking about?
I was in Southport.
Oh, excuse me.
Oh, sorry. Geographically, we got the wrong name.
Yeah. No, I think you're just trying to reference something in Blackpool to the differential leveling, right?
But anyway, when you get two theodolites, establish both of them as horizontal and look back at one another. Oh, they're not parallel. That's why you don't do that. You use differential leveling, which means that stick you were holding.
Yeah, see that thing that Yeno's posted there? What it doesn't mention is anything in the background. Wonder why that is. Just the auto level and the measuring rod. Right, the direction of leveling. It's got nothing about the mountains or objects in the distance. That's it.
I think actually they did use the distance. The fact that the tower. I think they were using that, but that's okay.
You're talking about this one at Blackpool, NASA? That one where Bev was standing on the beach or something?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I thought that was to demonstrate the limits of the tool. That's what I thought the purpose of that was.
It was.
Yeah, actually, but it shows that the Earth isn't flat, but that's okay.
Well, we know that the Earth's not flat, right?
Again, stop it, Bev. It proves that the Earth is a sphere. Stop it! You're an idiot.
Stop saying that the Earth's not flat. Fucking hell. Right.
You keep on saying the Earth is flat, though. I know I know you don't say it, but then you say dumb things that prove you're a flat Earth, like all horizontals are parallel.
Look in your picture. Look in the picture of the black poles. Which
in this picture you can show that all parallels are not horizontal.
Not.
You proved it, Bev. That all parallels are not horizontal. Thank you, Bev. Thanks, Bev.
Well, where would you put Blackpool Tower in Yeno's picture? Well, where would that? Direction of leveling, it's got the auto level. He thinks they're pointing at each other, but it's just the auto level and the measuring rod. And then you obviously move the auto level and your foresight becomes your backsight. Foresight, backsight.
We're
and then there's a transition about the point.
You keep on trying to change the subject back to.
But where should we put Blackpool Tower?
We're not talking. We weren't talking about.
It's got to be in the background somewhere, right?
So thank you for proving, though, that the Earth is a sphere. That was a very nice one. Well, see, when flat Earthers go out to show that the Earth isn't a sphere.
Globe, I know. Okay. I've got to compile all of these proofs to give it to Dave Weiss.
Yeah,
right?
well, you should use the one that you at Blackpool there, that picture that they posted with you with the with the stick and all that. That's actually proof. Yeah, and then why don't you get
that was just the proof that you can't see 3 millimeters over a certain distance.
Why don't you get the other one is why don't you get Dave Weiss with his light and the interesting experiment? You can use that one too.
I think once I get his Bitcoin, we'll set up a company.
And then Nodell didn't prove the Earth is a sphere. He proved that it was rotating. With his with the laser ring gyro.
If I prove the globe, right, I'll open up the Try Thinking Academy of Advanced Globe Studies. In fact, on the level might go global.
You've already done it.
It might be worth it.
You already did it at Blackpool.
And we can do Realising
more integrity
Euclid.
in that than eBay. That's a good thing.
Yeah. We'll fund an American and a Canadian and an Australian Realising Euclid.
Members all over the globe.
Globe, yeah. Global Realising Euclid. Get in. It's the future. I'm going to sell more globes than anybody. I'll be the best globe salesman you've ever seen. Plenty of experience, right? I've always been saying that it's not flat, and you guys have said that I've proved it many times. So proving it to Dave Weiss should be a piece of piss.
Well, except
it's
that
dead
he's,
easy for me to prove it to you, wasn't it? I just had to show you something in the distance through an auto level, because you'd never seen anybody do that before, had you?
We've seen lots of people do it, but it was funny when you proved
on the
it.
level.
It was really funny when you
Name a
proved it.
Discord channel on the level.
It's really funny when
because we
flat
put
earthers
cameras
go
on the level. So
excuse me,
everyone can see
I was
what
talking,
happens.
but go ahead and talk over me though, Bev. Go ahead.
Yeah, we
let
did
me know
it
when you're
at
done.
Bedford as
let
well.
me know when you're done talking, Bev, so I can talk.
No, actually, I'll just further mute him while you get your point out, like I have been doing. There you go.
You know, the really funny thing though is when a flat earther like you, I know you say not, but you are, when someone goes out to prove that the Earth is not a sphere and then proves that the Earth is a sphere, like you, Jaron in the movie Bob Nodell, that's really ironic.
The fantastic thing with Jaron's one is that the measurement he gave for the globe, I think it was 21 feet.
Yeah.
That was his measurement he got to by doing the math wrong. And when you do the math correctly, you get the exact number that he got, that he claimed was in the middle.
And that was that, obviously, because they muted me. They muted me, so paid NASA shill could call me a flat earther. Very nice of them. It's not the normal modding over at that particular Discord server, but obviously there are some rogue mods all over the place, and they will just randomly mute you so that their favoured people can just, I don't know, call your names and do whatever. I've got loads of these conversations. Don't know whether people want to listen to them or not. We are compiling, well, I say we, I am compiling a globe proof, but I will be using the money when Dave Weiss is compelled to accept the globe proof that I give him. We'll be using that for the on the level global. Because I think what the main thing I've learned over these years is that communication is the key. And people need to learn how to be able to communicate about the globe. There's too much division. There's too much people shouting at people, calling each other names, getting nowhere. Well, we're gonna put it to bed. It's obviously not flat. I think everybody knows it's not flat. And then, obviously, all that we've got to do then is to teach people that there are proofs in reality. That's it. How many votes did we get? I don't know. Let me check. I don't know whether people... There's not much. 57%. See, there's more people that don't believe there's proof of globe. We'll have to do another proof right there. Have a think about it. Like, I mean, I guess in that, of the 20 odd people that are here, not many people actually have a proof of globe. And that's shocking. Wonder how many of those people actually have any proof of anything in reality. Because, I mean, like, we obviously have reality, and It's obvious that it's reality, and that's where proofs exist within reality. So, well, I don't know. Hard to tell. You've got to have some sort of a proof. To wait until you see my proof. I come back victorious. Some people don't think there's proof of globe. Some people do think there's proof of globe. People have got a problem with, I guess, in the identity. What is globe? I guess some people have been told that globe isn't reality. Some people have been told it is reality. Some people don't think there is proof in reality. And there's no proof of reality. People are all getting confused. There's simulations, theories, there's all sorts of stuff. I still hold that getting a proof for yourself is one of the best things you can do. It's invaluable. Right, let me that was only a short one. Sorry about that, because I've got loads of more of those. I could do that for, I could do that all day, really. And all night. We will be back Wednesday to do the Blue Marble Science Realising Euclid. Sorry about I messed it up tonight. I'll make sure to try and get it down. I think tomorrow, I've done a few videos, a few of these. I'll put one of them out just as a video. Let people, oh wait a minute, tomorrow's QE, isn't it? QE goes live for his Ballbusters thing or something. Hopefully he's going to go over his fallacious modus tollens, because we've gone over that a few times. It seems like a lot more people are beginning to realise how bad QE's argument is, and how Flat Earth debate crew have pushed a load of nonsense on people, and like the Flat Earthers have been given a shit argument, and they've been and gone and talked to the Globe Earthers, and the Globe Earthers haven't told them that QE has given them a fallacious argument. It's pretty sad, really, because they've I think QE and the Globe Earthers have been working together, honestly, to make Flat Earthers look ridiculous. So, sorry, Flat Earthers. I tried to do my best to warn you and let you know about QE and his Flat Earth Society ties, but no. You still don't have to listen anyway. Don't, whatever you do, don't say anything to QE about it, right? Just let him carry on like he has been doing for all of these years. Him and Nathan Oakley, they'll be alright. Don't worry about it. Let me, anyone? I haven't had a chance to do any more music or anything. Right, what we what have we got? Anybody got any favorites? Any new music or whatever? Outro? Anyone? I'll do a Buster. We've not had a Buster one for ages. Get rid of this blue one. How about this? True level bitch. Classic. See you Wednesday, but there will be a video out tomorrow. Probably a long one. 7 hours or something like that. How do you fancy that? We'll put a 7-hour video out. Just a massive conversation. And we'll be going over the Jerem one soon as well. Thanks for watching. As always. See you around.
Hey, Oscar, are you there? You got your guitar?
Yeah, I've got it right here. I've just been working on something new. It's a song about looking for the truth. Play it for you guys.
What are you doing? I want your shelf level or not? And if I say yes, you're gonna provide that for me with that? Yes? See the bubble? I'm familiar with the bubble, Morty. I also dabble in precision, and if you think you can even approach it with your sad, naked caveman eyeball and a bubble of air, you're the reason this species is a failure, and it makes me angry. You want to experience true level? Do you?
Oh, that's in the mind for all to face.
And it makes me angry.
Choices will be made.
You want to experience true level? Do you?
You can choose to let your mind be free.
Wow, it's so... Oh my God. Oh, Christ. Yeah, true level, bitch.
I think that you're right.
Exactly, it's level.
Everybody knows that you're wrong.
And it makes me angry.
There are things
Wow,
in
it's
this
so...
world that are objectively true.
Oh, Christ. Yeah, true level, bitch.
In the end, you find we're all looking for the truth.
Save it for YouTube. I'll keep looking for clues. Wow, it's so... Oh my God. Oh, Christ. Yeah, true level, bitch.
And that's my midpoint, 981. But look what I did here. And bam, there's the radius of the Earth.
Everything's crooked. Reality is poison. I want to go back. I hate this.
Using this bridge, computing the radius of the Earth, 3 coplanar points in 3D would describe a circle.
You want to experience true level? Do you? True level, bitch. I'll keep looking for clues.
That's the thing, your vision is already being obfuscated by the spherical cap.
One of the humps. Radius of the Earth.
Well, you seem to be in charge of what I get to remember. Why? Good question.
And bam, there's the radius of the Earth.
From the ashes come.
Yeah, true level, bitch.
That is pure for all to see.
Now we have our.
It has been directly measured.
Everybody knows that you're wrong.
By Jesse Kozlowski.
There are things in this world.
You know, I got the idea from Belu. I'm not kidding.
Objectively true.
Yeah, true level, bitch.
We're all looking for the truth.
I'll keep looking for clues. Yeah, true level, bitch. Yeah, true level, bitch. Oh my God. Oh, Christ. Yeah, true level, bitch. True level, bitch. All right, save it for you.